Good afternoon. My name is Lisa Claypool. I'm a professor in the History of Art, Design, and Visual Culture program at the University of Alberta. And today my guest is Daniela Montelongo. Welcome, Daniela.
Hi, Lisa. It's nice to see you.
So
Thanks for
today we are going to have a conversation with you about one of your favorite artworks. And but before we get to that, I'd like to ask you about how you got into the field of art history.
So full disclosure, I did not start in art history. And I think maybe that is the case of, a lot of people in the field and different scholars. So I did a BA in political science in Latin American studies in France. So I studied at the Institut de Sciences Politiques de Paris. And I was interested in politics and history and economics. There was all of these different pillars to that program. But I very quickly realized that I often found myself writing papers about art and politics constantly for all of these different classes. Mm-hmm. So when I finished that degree, I decided that I wanted to switch fields and to pursue a master's in art history. And so I did.
Fantastic. Yeah. So maybe you could share with us one of your favorite artworks?
Yes, of course. This was very difficult. Yeah, so I chose this cyanotype photogram by Anna Atkins. And this is a page from her book, Photographs of British Algae, Cyanotype Impressions from 1843. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So as you can see, the main composition is dominated by this one algae that has all of these different filaments kind of coming out of a center. And then on top of it, you see smaller specimens of the same algae, I would say, that also feature smaller filaments as well. So it's just a very kind of precise, delicate image. And the whole background also, as you can see, is completely blue, this kind of solid blue. And you do have an indication of this type of algae at the bottom. So this is, in terms of the genre, is kind of at the crossroads of fine art photography and scientific illustration, I would say.
Was it actually intended to be a scientific image, or is Anna Atkins an artist?
Yeah, so Anna Atkins is actually, or was, a botanist. In the mid 19th century. And she is actually credited to have produced the very first photo book ever made. So that's one of the reasons why I really love this work, because I'm very interested in photo books as art. This work reminds us that the origins of photography are much more nuanced and complex in terms of the different fields and disciplines that it touches on. So I think for Anna Atkins, it was really about using photography for scientific purposes, but also foregrounded the unique aesthetic qualities that the medium can have and just the potential. I'm also sort of fascinated by the fact that it was a woman that produced the first photo book. And I think to have a woman at the center of this kind of origin story is something that I find just inspiring, I think. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I love the idea. Also, there's something very dreamy about this image, like this idea of a botanist sort of dreaming over the image of her, her specimen, right? Sort of imagining it at the depths of the ocean or wherever it was.
I think that's the other thing, is that the procedure itself works so well for the subject matter, right? The subject matter being aquatic plants. And the cyanotype always has this blue tonal quality to it. It's not unlike other procedures that would already developing gray tones and grayscale. Thinking materially about photography and also learning about processes and materials and techniques that that we forget about in the age of the kind of dematerialized photographic image, right? So
Yes,
yeah.
right, exactly. All right, well, thank you so much for sharing this image with us. And for those of you who are interested in African photography, please keep an eye on the course catalog and keep an eye out for Daniela Montelongo's seminar that she's going to be offering this coming year. So thank you so much, Daniela, for joining me today.
Thank you, Lisa, and thank you all. I hope to meet you in the classroom, e-classroom, actually. Thank you.